Hey, welcome to the ENC Weather Update for this April the 19th, 2013. Unfortunately for us today, we've got the potential for some severe weather across eastern North Carolina. You can see that on the SPC outlook for this afternoon, basically outlining from southern Pennsylvania all the way down into the Midlands of South Carolina, even into the low country of Georgia even this afternoon, and that basically centers itself right across eastern North Carolina. We'll look at the tornado parameters, and it looks like it's going to be a 5% probability with this system across that entire slight risk area. But we're going to be watching it very closely over the next couple of hours as things start to develop across eastern North Carolina. Here's the satellite imagery for this morning, and you can see basically we're socked into the clouds. We'll see some filtered sunshine here and there through this afternoon, but I think mostly cloudy, breezy, and warm temperatures as well. If you live deep inland, most of your temperatures will likely hit about 80 or 81 this afternoon. If you live along the coast, a little bit cooler, likely with temperatures in the low to mid 70s this afternoon, but a stiff southwesterly breeze today, basically paralleling this frontal boundary back off to the west. And you can see, I mean, it's just rolling through Alabama and Tennessee, Kentucky, and Mississippi this morning. That continues to make its way towards our neck of the woods as we head into the next couple of hours. Current temperatures this morning. Still in the 70s, starting off 70 for most locations, or right around 70 this morning. New Bern checking in with 70, as well as Greenville and Kinston. Roanoke Rapids, Elizabeth City, and Kenansville all checking in at 70 this morning. And at this time of this update, it's 9:45 this morning. And we're going to be watching this system very closely today as it makes its way across the mountains and eventually into our neck of the woods going into this afternoon. So let's go ahead and look at the NAM output and see what's going on as far as temperatures are concerned today. You see that front moving through this morning across the lower Mississippi Valley and also the Tennessee River Valley this morning. That's going to eventually make its way towards our neck of the woods. And now the NAM is painting temperatures into the low to mid 80s this afternoon across the deep inland sections, mainly along Highway 17 and points westward. I don't think we're going to get as warm as 84, 85 this afternoon, but a few areas could definitely see 80 or 81 with the cloud cover. Now we'll be also watching the potential for a few pop-up thunderstorms to fire up ahead of this main line. Now we've already seen some showers this morning, mainly along the coast. None of them severe. Want to point that out. None of them severe, but a few heavier downpours here and there. This is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. You see the temperatures mainly in the 80s for deep inland sections along the coast, in the 70s, and that's going to be the trigger for the fuel for the fire later on this afternoon. That warm, moist air coming right out of the Gulf of Mexico that's going to be basically fueling the fire this afternoon for some strong to severe storms. Now, we'll say this is not going to be a tornado threat this afternoon. This is going to be mainly a wind threat. But is there the potential for a small spin-up tornado? Yes, there is, but it is not a large threat this afternoon. The main threat will be damaging straight-line winds, which can do just as much damage as a tornado. As far as temperature is concerned, we'll see that front sliding on through here through the overnight hours tonight, mainly after about midnight. We'll see the front moving through, and then the cooler air finally makes its way back into eastern North Carolina. But tomorrow afternoon, expect temperatures not to warm up all that much. We'll likely be stuck in the 60s for much of tomorrow afternoon, low 60s at that. So if you're heading out to the ECU spring game, take the jacket with you, because it'll definitely be a lot cooler than what you've been used to over the past couple of weeks. Let's not look at that. Let's look at the reflectivity values for this afternoon, and you can see basically not very much going on across our neck of the woods this morning or this afternoon, but we are seeing those few showers down along the coast this morning. That's about it. And then things start to pick up through the afternoon hours as the heating of the day starts to fire up. We'll be watching for some showers and thunderstorms to outbreak to our south and west. They could be gusty at times, but not expecting severe weather to start off the day. Most of the severe weather will likely come in along that frontal boundary as it makes its way towards the east. But you see a few heavier bullets start to fire up through the afternoon hours, mainly between the hours of about 2 o'clock to about 6 or 7 o'clock this evening, ahead of the main front. And then that front really ramps up as it moves into eastern North Carolina. Reasoning why is because we're going to have such warm, moist air feeding into this system that we're going to have good instability. We're going to have the lift, and we're going to also have uh, the moisture to go along with it. Very moist air coming up out of the Gulf of Mexico. That rolls through the east this evening, and you see a few of these heavier bullets. I'll go back 1 hour. You see some of these heavier bullets down towards the south, down towards Wilmington, and also to the north of us, up into Virginia. Some of that could make its way into our area, and see the timing. That's 11 o'clock this evening. So very strong to possibly severe storms across eastern North Carolina this evening. That will be translating into early tomorrow morning, and it could be a long night. Some heavy boomers this evening, and then going into tomorrow, most of the rain showers should cap off by about the afternoon hours, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some light showers still lingering around tomorrow afternoon for the ECU spring game. But as far as thunderstorm activity is concerned, that's going to be done. And here's 8 o'clock on Sunday, and here's our low pressure system that's going to be moving up the coast on Sunday, going into Monday, bringing us a chance for showers as well. All right, let's look at the European output for today, and showing you guys exactly what's going to be going on as far as the Euro is concerned. Here's the main trough right now, and it's still back off to the west, and most of the energy is still bottled up towards the Quad Cities area of Iowa, and also into going to be moving into portions of Illinois later on this morning. Here's later on this evening, about 8 o'clock this evening, and you see the low pressure center, the surface low well off to the north, and the cold front extending all the way down the coast. Basically, the main forcing is going to be lacking. The stronger forcing is going to be well off to our north, but they're not going to see the instability that we're expecting with this system. If that system was a further south, we'd have bigger issues on our hands, but thankfully it's going to be shunted off towards the north. But we'll be watching this base of the trough. Still some fairly good energy associated with it late this evening, and obviously that's going to translate into our potential severe weather threat this evening and through the overnight hours as well. That gets pulled off towards the north and east as we head into your Sunday. Low pressure center well off towards our north and west. North and east rather, and some dry air starts to get pulled in here by late Saturday into early Sunday. And Sunday's looking okay, but we'll still have some moisture as depicted by the 850 profile. We'll still have a little bit of moisture lingering around, so we could see the potential for some cloud cover through Sunday as that low pressure system actually gets its act together down towards the south and east of us. For your Monday. That comes up the coast Monday, and you can see that on the 96-hour output, basically right off the coast. So expect some gusty winds on Thursday. Rather, I take that back. Tuesday of this Monday night into Tuesday. Let me get that all squared away. Monday night into Tuesday as that system comes right up the coast. And most of the rain showers should likely be held back over towards the coast. So heavier rain showers towards the coast, and then lighter inland, very similar to what we saw last Monday when a similar system came about. We say clear for your Wednesday, Thursday, likely Thursday night into Friday, when we're going to see our next system roll through here as another trough kind of gets its act together, but it looks very sloppy off here, and the main low pressure system well off to our north once again. So we're not going to be dealing with a huge severe weather impact, I don't think, with that system. So here's the European rain output, and you can see that system rolling through our area later on this evening into your Saturday, clearing out through your Saturday. And then here's our Monday system getting its act together down to our south and east. And like I said, some heavier bullets right there along the coast to start off your through your Monday. So expect some rain showers through Monday, especially Monday morning into Monday afternoon, as that system finally does make its way off the coast, starting off through the evening hours of Monday and into even early Tuesday. We still have some showers lingering around as well. That'll get on out of here. We'll be clear for your Wednesday and part of your day on Thursday as far as rain's concerned, but then the rain showers do increase as a cold front moves through. Probably some heavy rain with this one as well, probably upwards of a half an inch of rain before it's all said and done during Thursday, early Thursday and the Thursday afternoon, as that system rolls on through and eventually gets on out of here. fairly quickly, and by Friday we're clearing out once again and looking nice for the weekend. Next system starts to form as we head into late this weekend and into the early portion of next week. But that's, once again, further out. We're not going to be dealing with that very much so until we get towards towards next week. So that's good news for us. Once we get past this system tonight, we'll be dealing with that, but once again, that's not until next week. So let's recap what we're going to be dealing with today. Showers and thunderstorms, very likely starting after about 2 o'clock this afternoon, but the main severe weather window will likely be between 4 p.m. and midnight tonight, and then translating to potential wind threat through the overnight hours. So expect some gusty winds this evening, and the outside chance of a small spin-up tornado along this line as it moves its way into eastern North Carolina. We're in a very moist, very unstable atmosphere this afternoon, so severe weather not out of the question, but the overall threat is on the low end, especially if this system slows down a little bit and moves through at a later time than what we're expecting right now. So just keep up with WNCT with Storm Team 9 on Facebook as well as Twitter, as well as on WNCT.com, and also on the television side. I'm in this afternoon for Gannon at noon, and as well as 5 o'clock for David. He'll be back this afternoon. He's got a speaking engagement down in Swansboro, so he'll be back later on this afternoon, and we'll all tackle this threat today as is warranted. So hope you have a great weekend. Hopefully you don't have to get rained out at the ECU spring game or any other events across eastern North Carolina. And hopefully this gets on out of here fairly quickly, but stay weather alert this afternoon and stay with Storm Team 9. Have a great afternoon, and God bless.